So the director of the Batman movies, Matt Reeves, one of my all-time favorite directors, a guy who, again, I've told you guys before, I actually did a school presentation slideshow thing on in media class. I don't know, but I did that a couple of years ago, obviously, and one of the best directors around, directed the Planet of the Apes movies, did the Batman, and is now directing the Batman Part 2. But it's been a situation where we haven't heard from Matt Reeves in a long time. I've actually heard from my dad more times than I've heard from Matt Reeves in like the last 4 years. That's just so untrue. I don't know why I lied like that, but Matt Reeves actually recently did an interview with Collider, which he actually went on to say some interesting things, where he says that director Matt Reeves says the Batman takes place during the few weeks after the Batman.
The election day was November 7th, and this takes place a week after that, after Villarreal has been elected, but is now Mayor-elect Villarreal.
The Batman Part 2 will continue shortly after the Penguin series. The Penguin plays out over the next weeks and takes you towards the end of the year. We don't play Christmas or New Year's, but we're getting there. He also actually confirmed that the Batman will still be a trilogy and that he's sticking very closely to the path that he envisioned.
And you told me that you initially came up with the idea of a trilogy for these movies. Is that still the plan?
That is still the plan in my mind, yes.
And again, as we know, the Batman Part 2 will take place during winter. It's pretty crazy and awesome that this is actually happening because the city is completely over flooded with water, as we know, and what we left off with the Batman. And the fact is, it's going to snow. The water, I don't know if they've cleared it all out, what it's going to be. The city is still going to be officially all recovering from that. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the water turned into ice and shit like that, which would be absolutely crazy story development, and I think would actually be really, really awesome. But the fact is, it's kind of surprising to me that this Batman movie is only going to take place like a month after the last Batman movie. And the reason I say that is because Robert Pattinson will have aged like 4 to 5 years by the time this movie does come out. And the thing is that going to give us enough time to really grow into this Batman, truly becoming the influential billionaire Bruce Wayne that I think a lot of us have really been trying to see? I'm not exactly too sure, so that's going to be interesting to see how that does go. Again, the ideal villains for this being in the winter or showcasing the flooded Gotham that we of course did see would probably be like Killer Croc and, Dr. Freeze, or Mr. Freeze, I should say. From what we know, again, in the last video I talked about, Matt Reeves did say this movie is going to be a lot more grounded Batman film, meaning that those fantastical characters like Killer Croc and Mr. Freeze probably won't be in this film. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be cool that we're going to have these winter and, cold water themes, but we're not going to get any of those characters. Instead, we're probably going to get Hush and, the Court of Owls, which is cool, but I do feel like this was a missed opportunity potentially to have those more fantastical characters. We're not getting them. They're going to be saved most likely for James Gunn's DCU, and we know that Matt Reeves is taking this super grounded, super something as he says, you would kind of see in the real world. He wants Gotham to feel like it's a real world type of thing, and this could actually happen, which I give him credit for, and I think that's why it makes sense that with these upcoming James Gunn movies, he's actually doing that, because James Gunn is going to go this more mythical direction. It's what's going to really differentiate his movies from what the Matt Reeves ones are going to be. Again, this is really cool that we're going to have a Batman movie take place in winter. It was expected the Spider-Man 4 would be taking place during winter, but considering we know that's probably going to be a multiversal story now, maybe not. So it's good that we are getting one winter-themed movie, because winter-themed superhero movies have really gone out of fashion, I think, and it is going to be cool to see this for once, and I think this could go really awesome with the Batman. And I still hope for the advertising for this movie. The first one was really red themed. It'd be awesome if the second one was truly blue themed and really tapped into that snowy winter kind of feel. They can still do that without having like Mr. Freeze as like the villain and whatnot. But again, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment all of your thoughts and opinions on everything Matt Reeves has officially said down below. Subscribe to this channel for the latest gaming content and movie content. And also subscribe to my sports channel, IRL/vlogging channels. Links for them will all be in the description down below. But yeah, as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.